The galaxy had always whispered about Earth as if it were nothing. A small blue planet spinning around a yellow star, tucked in an unimportant arm of the Milky Way. To the great civilizations of the stars, Earth was not a jewel worth looking at, but a backwater world. The Galactic Council knew of it. Their maps marked it. Their archives mentioned its primitive species called humans, but no one cared. When compared to the towering empires of the Geln, the mind networks of the Vayar, or the living fleets of the Tarkin, humanity was nothing. A forgotten people, an afterthought. At least that was what the galaxy believed. The forgotten planet for centuries, Earth's signals drifted out into the dark. Old radio waves, music, static, speeches of leaders long dead. The stars heard them, and they laughed. These humans think they matter? Their weapons were old iron, their ships crawled, barely touching their own solar system. To the Council, they were insects climbing a mountain that reached far beyond them. And so Earth was ignored, left alone, dismissed, a backwater world. But humans are strange creatures. Where other species looked at the stars and bowed in fear, humanity looked and whispered someday. Where others accepted limits, humanity broke them. Where others gave up, humanity endured. The spark of contact, the first true contact, was not peaceful. A Council warship, patrolling near the Sol system, entered human space. It came not for war, but for resources. The ship had detected water, rare, metals, and fuel. To the captain, Earth was unguarded prey. So the warship descended. Its landing shook the sky. Cities screamed. Humans, for the first time, looked not at imagined aliens, but at a real one. A giant machine of silver and fire, towering over buildings demanding surrender. The alien captain broadcast his voice across the world. Primitive world. You are now subjects of the Galactic Council. Provide tribute or be destroyed. The Council expected Earth to kneel. Every other small world had. Every other young species obeyed. But Earth was not like the others. Humanity's answer at first, governments panicked. Some wanted to submit to avoid slaughter. But humanity's heart is not built for chains. Across nations, voices rose. Soldiers, farmers, scientists, mothers, children. No. The first missiles launched. They were not advanced, not compared to the Council's weapons, but they struck the warship and cracked its armor. The Council captain roared in disbelief. How could primitives wound him? Then came the jets, the tanks, the soldiers. They fired until their weapons melted. They fought even when the skies burned. The alien ship destroyed cities. Millions died. But humanity did not surrender. When their armies failed, civilians rose. When their weapons ran dry, they threw stones. When fire consumed their homes, they fought with their bare hands. The alien captain fled, bleeding and broken, unable to conquer this backwater world. For the first time in thousands of years, a galactic warship had retreated. The news spread, like wildfire. Across the stars, species whispered, "Who are these humans? The Council returns." The Council did not forgive. They sent fleets, dozens of warships. Armies of machines, soldiers bred for conquest, weapons that could tear continents apart. They expected Earth to fall in hours. But Earth had learned. Humanity was not united before, but invasion forged unity. Old enemies stood side by side. Nations that had once fought each other shared weapons and secrets. Scientists worked day and night, creating weapons from scraps, turning knowledge into fire. When the fleets came, Earth was ready. Satellites blinded enemy sensors. Hacked signals turned. Council weapons against themselves. Swarms of human ships, tiny, fragile compared to the mighty dreadnoughts, fought like wolves, tearing the giants apart piece by piece. For every city the Council destroyed, Earth built 10 more weapons. For every life lost, 10 more humans rose. To fight, the Council had the technology. Humanity had something greater. They had fury. They had defiance. They had the will to never kneel. The turning point, The war dragged on. The galaxy watched in awe. Other species, long slaves to the Council, whispered about Earth. Some sent secret aid, others prayed. And then came the moment that changed everything. At the Battle of Luna, the Council sent its largest fleet yet. Hundreds of warships surrounded Earth's moon, preparing to burn the planet clean. The humans were outnumbered 100 to 1. The Council commander broadcast across Earth, "This is your end. Your defiance is finished. Kneel, and we may let some of you live." For a moment, the world was silent. Then the answer came. A single voice, broadcast across the stars, from an old human general standing in a bunker deep beneath the earth. "We do not kneel. Not to you. Not to anyone. If this is our end, then we will drag you with us into the fire." And then Earth's secret was revealed. For decades, humanity had been building something in silence. Deep beneath the oceans, hidden in the crust of the Earth, they had forged weapons never seen before. Fusion warheads, particle lances, rail cannons the size of mountains. When the Council fleet opened fire, Earth answered with its true strength. The skies lit with storms of energy. Warships shattered, moons cracked. The fleet that had terrified galaxies for centuries burned in hours, and humanity stood victorious. The galaxy awakens. The Council could not hide the truth. Billions watched the battle from afar. They saw a backwater world destroy the most powerful fleet in history. They saw humans, fragile in body but unbroken in spirit, rise from the ashes stronger than before. Whispers became shouts. Across the galaxy, enslaved worlds rose up. "If humans can fight," they said, "then so can we." The Council trembled, and humanity, once ignored, became a legend. Ambassadors from across the stars came, bowing to Earth, seeking friendship, seeking alliance. The word human spread like fire in every tongue. It meant defiance, it meant strength, it meant hope. The truth of power years later, a Council survivor stood before a human diplomat. His voice was bitter. "How? You had nothing. No fleets, no empires, no ancient technology. You were nothing. How did you defeat us?" The human smiled, tired but unbroken. "You never understood. You measure power in ships and weapons and stars conquered. We measure it in something else." The alien sneered. "And what is that?" The human smile grew hard. "In the will to fight. In the heart that does not yield. In the truth that no matter how small we are, we will never kneel. That is our power. And now, the galaxy knows it." The ending Earth was never a backwater world again. It became a beacon, a symbol across the stars, the planet where ordinary people defied empires. The world that showed the galaxy that true power does not come from machines or ancient bloodlines, but from courage. The Council that once ruled for millennia crumbled, and in its place something new rose, an alliance of free worlds, led by the humans who had once been dismissed as nothing. And in the dark of space, when alien children looked up at the stars, they whispered stories of Earth. The world that stood when no one else would. The people who turned weakness into fire. The humans who showed the galaxy what power truly meant. Earth had been a backwater world, but now it was the heart of hope, and the galaxy would never forget.